Hello, my name is Ajora. I'm the #1 ranked Athena on NA for 2v2 ladders. And today we're going to go over everything you need to know about her, including her abilities, her combos, her talent tree, and some bonus footage at the end. Let's get right into it. Athena is a bruiser or tank in Divine Knockout. She specializes in being an absolute nuisance in the battlefield with her counter, and she has huge mobility, which allows you to get in and out of fights. She is one of the more complex gods to learn, as a lot of her abilities are aiming abilities and very positional dependent. Okay, let's get right into it with her abilities. So first, she's got her Q, which is her leap into the air. She can target a location anywhere on the map up to a certain distance, and it'll gain a medium knockback wherever you land. You can also use this to get some height. Say if you want to tag a target up in the air that's already up in the air, you can cancel this ability with right click once you press Q. So you'll be floating in the air and then can lunge towards them. You then have your E, which is your spear toss. You use this to finish kills at the end when they're already off the map, or you can use it as poke damage. You also throw this spear into the ground and can leap off of it. You have your R, which is your parry. This does 20 damage and a knockback if it does parry. And if it does not parry and you don't hit anybody, then you will end with a spin move that just does 10 damage. You have your ultimate, which is summon 2 groups of guardians that charge forward. Enemies hit by your guardians take 20 damage and a heavy knockback. There will be an example of this shown on screen. You then have your light attack, which is a 3-hit combo. Your in-air light attack, which is somewhat of a slice in air. As previously mentioned, if you use your spear toss, you do get an empowered slice or lunge that gives you a medium knockback. You have your heavy attack, which is your dash forward and stab with your spear. You're dealing 10 damage and a heavy knockback. This is really good for poking your enemy, and primarily the one you would use over your hold heavy, which is another lunge that also follows up with a bash with your shield with a heavy knockback. You have your in-air heavy, which is a ground pound if you are over the platform. If you are not over the platform, it is a spike and also a little tiny almost a double jump per se. For Athena's talents, for 1v1s, we're going to keep tactical adjustments right off the rip. We're going to have acrobatic and incoming and redirected force. This will grant you some ult charge and anytime you parry attack. And again, ult is huge in 1v1s. For your greater blessing, you're going to want either Athena's wisdom or Ymir's gift. One of the two, whatever you get first, whatever you like to use first. It's going to be your moves there. For your talents, again, you're going to probably want preheated instead of guarded stance once you get soul level 12. Until then, guarded stance is going to be your best in slot pretty much all through the board, and sudden gust because you're going to be jumping off of your spear and hitting those air attacks, and that gives extra knockback, and that's pretty much your bread and butter combo. For 2v2s, you're going to keep tactical adjustments, acrobatic, incoming, and instead of the ult charge, you're going to be using shield wall to reduce the incoming damage. Go to our greater blessing. You're still going to want Athena's wisdom or Ymir's grit. One of the two, whatever you get first. And for your lesser blessings, guarded stance and sudden gust, again, are your best in slots there. And then for your 3v3s, now this one's kind of up for debate. If you have a team that has good chemistry, or you're talking with your team, you can go with Protector's Grace or Spring in Your Step. I think Spring in Your Step is going to be the best in slot for 3s, as you can use your spears for all your teammates to jump around the map. But again, if you're just playing solo queues and you don't really have comms in your team, tactical adjustments is still going to be the bread and butter. Acrobatic, incoming, you can actually take incoming here because then you'll be able to use your aerial slash and your slam, both empowered when you use your spear. And oh wait, that's aerial ace, my bad. Incoming is still that deals an extra 20% knockback, which is good for both. These pair very well together. And then for the greater blessing, Ymir's grit or Athena's wisdom. You could also throw a Hail Mary in there and run Soul's Temper here. This would not be bad in 3s. This actually wouldn't be bad in any of them, but it is, you have to get Soul level 15, so that might be a way down the line if you're playing Athena. Guarded Stance and Sudden Gust, again, are your two bread and butters. Yeah, so that wraps up Athena's talent tree. So I would say the best combos She doesn't have too many combos per se, but one I'd like to use is if you are using the spear, you throw at the ground. Oh, using a spear, you throw at the ground. You can jump off it, and you actually get empowered attacks when you are in after you jump off your spear. So that your ground pound will also be empowered. This is the normal ground pound, and this is the empowered ground pound. And it also does a lot more damage. Hello, I want to quickly interrupt this video to let you guys know I do live stream 6 days a week over on Twitch. You can check that out down in the description if you want to see more gameplay live or ask questions. I also have an Amaterasu guide that I will show you right here if you guys want to go check out an Amaterasu guide, as well as a bunch of DKO content here on the channel. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and well, back to the video. You can also kind of add to the spear combo and say like tap it like that, and that's like 52% right there. Another technique I like to use is if you're still trying to get to the back of the map. Oh shit. If you are actually over ground, or if there's no platform underneath you, which I can't test here in this arena, but you will actually do a spike. So, but if say you are coming up onto really far away, you got pushed way off the platform, you can actually stick a spike on the bottom of the ledge and still reach there and be able to jump up on top. This has saved me many times, and you can come flying over with a empowered attack as well. I would say typically I don't try to use my hold heavy often on her unless I see my teammates being focused and they aren't paying attention to me, because your tap heavy is actually really fast and it works really well for poke, and it's a pretty far lunge as well, as you can see. And once you find like the distances, you can actually poke pretty well with it. One thing I will say it's hard to really, probably the hardest part to master with her for me, is figuring out when to use your spear as poke or use it to jump off, because it's not often you get the opportunity to be able to hit them and have it into the ground. And one thing I always try to do is try to knock them off the map. So if you can actually go pretty far ways, and you can double jump in it too. The spear is really good at confirming kills as well. You just have to know when to use it, when to have it, etc. A lot of the perks that I use do get me the spear up often, so I can use it a little bit more for movement and hopefully have it for those kill secures. Her ultimate is also used mostly for map secure, so say, or gatekeeping. So say they're off the platform, that is when you typically want to use ultimate to make sure they stay off the platform. Although if they are in your face and high HP, that will kill most. They've learned, dude. They've improved.
What the fuck?
Nice, dudes. Oh! I'm frozen. I'm dead. Help. Oh! Oh! Dude! Oh!
Let's go! He's literally standing on it, and then he didn't get it. That's funny. You really said. Ding.
Over and over, we must fight for freedom.
Who said that?
I'm having a ball. Oh man, I almost spiked him.
No! Later!
Oh, nice.
Once more, justice will be served.
just got hit with so much shit.
Lag.
DC'd.
I'm holding my spirit.
Still DC'd. Not DC'd.
Oh, I knocked him out of your slow. Let's go, dude. That's how you do it.
Mind and the body stimulate.
He's coming for me.
No. Oh, the spike, dude. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or if you think I missed anything, please let me know down in the comments. Other than that, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.